mostly I recognize now where I am in my healing journey, how messed up I really was in varsity, and how I was always in fight or flight mode, like literally on an every day to day basis. Having to wake up and get off bed was a struggle, and I don't know how I made it on my last year. And it was the most gruesome experience looking back in hindsight, and how just being in that mode of survival mode, fight or flight, I really believe that I would have panic attacks, especially when it was exam time, or when I had like a major assignment, or I had to like produce results and there was so much pressure on me. I was always in fight or flight. And looking back, I never really experienced varsity in a calm state, because I was always just in that fight or flight mode constantly all the time. So I came to this realization after I had my baby, second baby, and there were just some things that were putting me in a position to confront certain things in my life, and also just work through some of the traumas and maybe some of the events after having my baby. And then prior to me healing, I realized how stiff my body was, and how out of the blue, when I needed to confront someone, even at work, I just felt this palpitation, like this overly need to just fight or flight, like even in minor situations, right? And so God has been taking me through this journey of just healing my nervous system, also because of my abandonment issues growing up as a child, and also some of the traumatic things that happened. So one of the things that I have healed, or am healing my nervous system, is through doing the little things like stretching and really being in touch with my body, and not just going through the motions, but really reparenting myself, resting when I need to rest, and not just being on the go all the time, right? Reparenting myself looks like finding a routine that works for my nervous system, that helps heal it, and not that doesn't make it worse or even trigger it, right? Also, healing my nervous system has sort of done away with some of the triggers that some of the things that would trigger me in minor situations. And what that looks like is really just finding a routine that has been working for my nervous system, not what everybody else is doing, the waking up at 5 a.m. and, the 5 a.m. rule of thumb, but finding ways to make my life easier before I have to be that strict on myself, right? I'll do a part two of this, probably longer, but this is just some of the things that I've been doing, and I will share what my routine looks like on a weekly basis, and I will share what my routine looks like on a daily basis. But this is something that I've been wanting to talk about, how a nervous system, when you have been just, some traumas are not like major, but trauma is trauma, and some things that happen in life can put your nervous system in fight or flight without you even realizing. So I will do a part two of this, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.